Hi everyone, my name is Nicola. I'm simply a stitcher. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, it's great to have you, and if you are returning, thank you for coming and spending some more time with me today. So today I'm going to do a stitch with me, and this is going to be one where I will be having a chat, going through my comments, and I'm working on this one. This is Evelina. Artwork is by Anita, Inverarity, charted and kitted by Geckorouge. It was a Halloween autumn special last year, I think. So yeah, and this is what I'm working on today. It's on some 28 count, and it'll be stitched 1/1 full cross. So it is quite small. I had to get my magnifier on this one, so I just have to jiggle things so that I can see what I need to see. I'm going to be working in this little section here. So yeah, 28 count, 1/1 full cross. I have some comments to go through. I've got Hannah and Andy with me at the moment. Hannah's just having a breakfast. Lauren is in. She may make an appearance a little later.
Is she at college?
No, not today.
Oh, it's a day off once.
It's because the resits are happening. So yeah, stitching this 1/1 full cross on some 28 count, and yeah, well, let's see what we can get done in this hour and a half. So at the outset, I want to say thank you for all your comments and your kind words and messages. It has been amazing. If you've watched my Flosstube this week, I do talk about everything that's been happening with me. I'm not going to sort of rehash that here, but the Flosstube will be linked in the end card if you haven't seen it. So, as I said, I do have some comments to go through. Not an awful lot this week, so please do keep your comments coming. As you know, if you've been watching me for more than a minute, you'll know my preference is to answer your comments while I stitch in this stitch with me. What? No, this isn't a quiet one, no. It's on a Monday. So yeah, I'll be going through your comments. It's Wednesday the 5th of November as I'm filming this bonfire night here in the UK.
Oh, I'm not using that, by the way.
So I will be doing a live stream as usual tonight, and it will probably be interrupted by the sound of fireworks. But there we go. It is what it is. The UK has bonfire night on the 5th of November every year. Guy Fawkes night, where potted version is somebody tried to blow up the Houses of Parliament with gunpowder and failed. Oh, excuse me. And now every year we have bonfire and fireworks to commemorate this. So, yeah. We've been having fireworks for a good 2 or 3 weeks. There was Diwali a couple of weeks ago, and people were setting off fireworks for that. But what tends to happen is that people will choose the weekend before bonfire night or the weekend after bonfire night to have their fireworks. If it falls midweek, and then of course people will decide to have them on the day itself. There's no cohesion. Everybody just does what they feel like. But there we go. So as I said, I have got some comments that I'm going to go through. We're going to get started on those. We started with Flosstube 43, where I'm just coming out of having a cold, which seemed to sort of sit quite heavy on me this time. It took a while to recover from. Kashi says, I'm glad to hear you're feeling a bit better. I'm slowly crawling out of the flu pit myself. This one was nasty. Yep. I think the worst thing about it for me was the headache. You seem to have pretty constantly had headache, which has been incredibly frustrating because I'm not a big one for taking loads of meds if I can help it, but painkillers just haven't touched it. I've pretty much had a headache for 3 weeks. Which has been incredibly annoying. I had jaw pain and then woolly-headed feeling, and the only thing I didn't have was a cough. Andy ended up with the cough. But I'm glad that you're getting over it too, Kashi. It certainly hasn't been a pleasant one. I know that COVID's been doing the rounds again as well. I know that Lone, who was the random stitcher, she's had a nasty bout, her and her husband. And again, touch wood, we've been very lucky in this house in relation to COVID. I think COVID now has become pretty much like the flu and pneumonia. We have a new strain every year. Something else that we're just going to have to learn to live with, isn't it? I'm pretty sure I predicted that back in the day when COVID first came out, that we're going to have to suffer COVID annually, and there'll be an annual injection like vaccine like flu, pneumonia. Okay. Kelly's Quilts Plus says, hi Nicola, another great Flosstube. October has just sped by. Yes, indeed it did. October seemed to go super quick. In the sort of the blink of an eye, but then again, I think quite a lot of this year has passed by really quickly. Looks like my new laptop will arrive today, the 28th. I hope to be up and running again as soon as I can. Yeah, I know you've had some tech trauma, Kelly. I hope things are looking up for you now. There's nothing worse than your equipment breaking down on you, and the time and the faff to set it all up brand new. Oh, okay. Loopy Sue leaves me some hearts and smileys, so thank you, Sue. As I've always said, even an emoji helps me, so leave those comments, even if it's just an emoji. Thank you so much. Lots of browns in this bit, lots of shades of brown. But they've all got to go in at some point. All stitches have to be stitched. Sorry, that's Hannah. Wrinkling and crinkling. And grunting. Jane 22 says, hi Nicola, great Flosstube. Sorry I'm late. I was out for tea with friends. Good chat and laugh. Hello to Lauren. Thank you, Jane. And so it was nice to have Lauren in with me, albeit, you know, until she decided that she was off. Okay. And then she comments to say, I'm glad you're feeling and sounding much better. So much stitching, wonderful. I like all the patterns you work on, but unicorn is one of my favourites. Yeah, I was getting there. And yeah, the unicorn's looking really good. I'm actually over a quarter of the way through now, which is phenomenal. I'm super happy with the progress I've managed to put in on it. Of course, you know, not working or being off work at the moment has helped enormously. And as a result, because of the extra stitches I've been able to put in, unicorn may very well be finished this year. So that would be exciting. 7 finishes in a year, that's quite something for me. I mean, I get it, some of them are not massively big, but still, 7 I think is quite an accomplishment. Doing very well with this one. Come on. All fingers and thumbs this morning. Okay, Aussie Craft Mum says, I'm glad you are feeling somewhat better. I am happy to see your projects. Thank you very much, Angela. It's good to do that sort of roundup, isn't it, every week, and you know, and share what I've been working on. I've now got into quite a good routine with it. You know, my Flosstube has become a habit, part of my daily life, part of my daily routine. It's not the be all and end all, and if I didn't do it, it wouldn't it wouldn't make any odds, if I'm honest. If I didn't film a stitch with me or didn't do a live stream, there have been occasions when I haven't done a stream, it doesn't, you know, affect me, and you know, just sort of by missing from time to time. But I do like to do them. They are quite a big thing for me because I like to share what I'm doing. But you know, some weeks I do better than others, some weeks I don't, you know, do a lot compared to others, and that's fine. Okay, Patricia leaves us some hearts. Thank you, Patricia. And then I did an unboxing a while back, 2 Geckorouge kits. I think it was probably River's Love and Be Elemental. And I had a comment from the She Shed Crafts Shack. How much do kits cost in US dollars and will they deliver to the United States? So, best thing to do is look on the Geckorouge website. There is a drop down where you can change the currency, and there is a US dollars currency drop down on there, I believe. In terms of shipping, I have no idea what they're doing in terms of like the tariffs and things, because obviously I'm in the UK, it doesn't affect me, but I'm pretty sure that there will be something either on the website, well, probably on the website, but also if you're in their Facebook group, it might be worth having a search in the Facebook group as well and see what they are doing in terms of the tariffs. Because obviously, you know, I'm in the UK, it doesn't affect me. It's not something that I particularly looked at. But I think, you know, like every sort of cross-stitch company, I think now for the vast majority of people, there is something in place to deal with the tariffs. But I love my Geckorouge kits. They are everything I need, and they feel just like a little bit of luxury coming in that little box. So yeah, I would highly recommend them, but do your research on how much they'll cost and about postage, about how they're going to get it to you. Okay, Christian Klein leaves me some hearts. Thank you, Christian. Again on Flosstube 43. Okay, sorry, it's a bit small, this. I'm managing to see it, but terribly small. That's why I don't stitch on 28 count. If I do, it's usually over 2. Heather Pearson comments to say, hi Nicola and Lauren, so nice to see Lauren again. And then she said, wonderful progress on everything. Yes, the eye is amazing. It really makes a difference in how I see the face. And that is, of course, with Pandora. You know, I am glad that I've filled in the eye. It just looks so strange. But yeah, it definitely makes sense when you fill it in. I'm just looking forward to getting more of it done. It'd be nice to you know, complete more of her. But I only have so many hours in a day and a lot of projects. Daphne Chamberlain says, glad to hear that you're feeling better. Great progress. Thank you, Daphne. As I said, it's taken a while and it's just like one thing after another at the minute. I'll get there. My current goal is to wake up feeling refreshed in the morning and not waking up tired.
How did you feel today?
I felt a bit better today, actually.
Well, that's progress.
Okay. Hope all is well, says Karen, and hope the doctor can sort everything out for you. This was on last Wednesday's live stream as I had doctors on Thursday, so thank you, Karen. Okay. Here comes Hannah. Oh, we're going sparkly today.
It wasn't what I had planned, but the grey long sleeve that I pulled out of wardrobe that I thought would be thermal was one that's got writing on, and we're not allowed anything with writing on. I
Oh,
wrote like that at work, it's got to be all plain.
oh. Interesting rule. Patrizia on live stream Wednesday again leaves me some hearts. Thank you, Patrizia. And then Siobhan, who is crossed up with Siobhan, says you and DJ Andy are in. Pardon?
What?
Hannah was saying something. I think the cat's outside. You and DJ Andy are invited to the cookout. Thank you again. Nice stitching time with you. That was on My Stitch With Me with Lord of the Rings stained glass. Thank you, Siobhan.
Nice little sock.
Mm. It's having a grumble about the weather. Sounds like somebody's having a little moment outside. Not entirely sure what's going on, but there you go. So see you tomorrow then, yes?
Yeah.
Okay. After work.
Trying to sort this. I don't want my book to get wet.
If you have a look up there, can you see those bright orange folders? You can use one of those. It's the right size.
I have got.
They're not waterproof, but they're a good way waterproof.
All I'll do is to get to work. I've got a little plastic folder at work with that's got some bits in, but the thing is it's at work.
Will it fit in?
No, not quite. But I'll have to,
Yeah, it will.
I'm doing it wrong.
Ah,
Cheers, mother.
okay. You're not.
Only 3 minutes past 8. You can run, can't you?
I don't want to run. My little legs aren't made for running. I wanted to, I'd go into where they're running thing. What you call them. Right, leaving.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Enjoy your fireworks.
Pesky child. Love her, really. Put up with her.
That's more accurate.
Okay, Kelly's Quilts Plus on my Lord of the Rings stained glass. Even with only the black stitches, the detail is still enough to tell what the project will look like. Nice to see this one again, Nicholas, she says. Yep, currently working my way through the stained glass there, and of course you can clearly see it's Aragorn coming in. I do like that project. Looking forward to having all the black finished on it, but still about another 50,000 black stitches to go. Still though, it's fun colour completing it.
Small.
This actually looks very black, but it's brown that I'm putting in, so.
How do you... Oh,
Irene says, I enjoyed the show for your stitching for the week, again on Flosstube 43. You've made great progress. I hope you continue to improve on getting better. Yep, the cold part has gone now. Andy still has a few odd sniffles, a bit of a runny nose still. stitch seems to have lasted a bit longer with you, doesn't it?
Has Hannah gone?
Yes, love. About 10 minutes ago.
I'm sorry, but I've got to move this back to the conservatory because it stinks of smoke.
Oh, right, okay.
Can't stand it no more.
It's fine. Okay, and Patricia on Lord of the Rings stained glass again leaves me some hearts. Thank you, Patricia. I love the black and white detail. The black and the detail says, Maddie, how many black stitches are there? So at the beginning of it, Maddie, there are about 120,000 black stitches in the Lord of the Rings stained glass. Let me just go to it on Pattern Keeper. I've done 60,000 stitches, just less than that. I've done 60,000 stitches. There are 53,000 black stitches remaining. So yeah, it's quite a chunk really. 310. There were 112,761 stitches. Obviously, I've done some of them, some other colours as well. I did start to do a little bit of filling in of other colours, but then I realised that where does it end? So I'm just sticking with filling in the black for now. And then I shall fill in, you know, stained glass bits section by section. And then our Peggy, who is 721 Irish, comments on Flosstube 43, says, nice to see you, Nicola. Your projects are looking beautiful. I have been missing in action, but we'll try to get back. I have brain fog, but working on focusing. I barely stitched. I'm trying 100 stitches a day. Please take care and feel better. Yep, sometimes, Peggy, when you're feeling in that way, even if you're just stitching a strand, do half an hour, 100 stitches, whatever, you know, it all helps, doesn't it? Okay, and Kashi on my chatty stitch with me with Tower Bridge. Kashi leaves me a kisses emoji. Thank you, Kashi. And Loopy Sue leaves me hearts and smileys. Thank you very much, ladies. Okay. Kelly on again Tower Bridge. Kelly Coates Plus says, hi Nicola, nice to see this project again. I'm posting this comment a bit later than usual because I was working at the travel office today. Several colleagues are out of town right now. In the early 90s, I was 20 something. I'm 7 years older than you. And our clubbing was very casual, t-shirts, jeans and cowboy boots at the Student Union Bar of the University of British Columbia in Vancouver. Definitely not a miniskirt place. We were talking about, you know, the clubbing uniform of the 90s here in the UK. Jeans were pretty much forbidden in clubs here. You had to dress what they called dress to impress. So it was, you know, trousers and shirts, and you know the ladies couldn't wear jeans either. So jeans were not something that featured. But yeah, in the 90s I spent a lot of time freezing cold, miniskirt, bra top, little jacket, high heels, no tights. It was our clubbing days. They are well and truly over now. I didn't go to university, so student unions were not a thing for me. Never invited to one either. Did you go to student union, no? Love?
No, well, we had one at my college, but I never opted to actually go to the damn thing.
All right, okay. There were student unions in Sheffield, but of course with Sheffield being a university town, but never went. So we just went to the regular nightclubs in Rotherham. Me and my sister and a friend of hers. Thursdays, Fridays and Saturdays. How on earth we used to do it, I don't know, because we get home, have 3 hours sleep and then be up ready for the day, you know, working or whatever. Those were the days there. Donna Kozlinski says, I was saddened to hear of your breakdown, but was happy that you took away the stress of work. Yes, so am I. Stitching is always the best therapy. I've made some wrong choices when I was stressed, and now I'm learning to make better choices. I think sometimes we have to get to the very bottom to start to work our way back up. And you know, it's not been the easiest few weeks for me, and I definitely think I got to about the bottom as far as I could go, but hopefully now we'll be on the way up. And again on same video, the chatty stitch is me, Patricia. Gives me some hearts. Thank you, Patricia. I think you'd probably done more student union stuff if you'd have actually been living away at uni rather than being at home, because you'd have done it for the social aspect, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Kimberly on live stream Sunday says, hi everyone. We're almost at the end of my comments now. Not as many this week. So as I say, please do leave me a comment. Number 28. This little leaf spinning in nicely. Karen Ennis says, I'm so glad you're feeling better and taking some time away for your health. Yeah, absolutely. I've had a restful few days. Trying to just sort of keep myself steady. Which is the best thing I can do. And then she goes on to say, Halloween was fun here. We saw lots of kids. We had about 10. Rain definitely stopped play. The weather was just turned atrocious, literally just as pumpkins were being lit and what have you. So there was quite a few wet people around. Worst weather for a Halloween that I've known for a while. We had a few windy Halloweens, but not like wind and rain and what have you. But it's stormy season now, so we're going to get a few winter storms knocking about. And Kathy leaves me some hearts on the Sunday stream. Thank you very, very much. And then we've just got a couple more comments to go. Almost out of comments. Still got half an hour. So again, on the Sunday stream, our lovely Sandy says, I was looking forward to your live, but I had my family visiting. Glad I was able to watch the replay instead. Coastal is looking very pretty and delicate. Thanks for sharing. Take care and see you Wednesday. Thank you, Sandy. Yeah, I am liking how Coastal's looking now, especially as we're getting some of those wildflowers popping. Excuse me. Yeah, the wildflowers sort of coming through gives a bit more interest. So it was really nice. And of course I got in a good number of stitches on Sunday. I got in, I think, 1900 all day, which was really quite good. And then my last comment today is also from Sandy. And she's, I'll speak today, she's commenting on my Sophie Kilpatrick Chatty Stitch with me. And she says, lovely stitch with me. She says, now this could be very useful. I've worked out, she says, that when you hype a video, as I always do yours, you then have to come out and go back in to leave a comment. I love your idea of next year's rotation, as well as your time management, i.e. chatty replies. Thanks for sharing, take good care, and happy stitching. Thank you, Sandy, that's useful to know. This hype thing, I've still not seen it, if I'm honest. It's still a bit of a mystery to me. But again, it's, you know, YouTube being YouTube and doing YouTube things, isn't it? So thank you guys very much indeed, those of you that have left me comments. I really truly do appreciate them. So yeah, and leaving them, it enables me to do this stitch with me. and share my replies with you. So please do continue to leave comments, questions, you know, that kind of thing below. And yeah, on these Stitch With Me's, I will do my reply. It's funny because when we look at the comments dashboard as a YouTube content creator, it'll actually offer you the opportunity to do AI replies. And I don't want to do that, because I think if I started doing AI replies, you guys would know that it's not me. I mean, AI is sort of coming in more and more, isn't it, now that I'm seeing it being used across more and more stuff, but I try actively not to use AI if I can help it, because I don't think you can substitute a person. Just my opinion. I'm sure AI has its place.
Well, it gave you your show and tell jingle.
It gave me my show and tell jingle, yes. But I don't think it should substitute for a person. Like I said, in comments and replies, it's not, for me, it's not appropriate. This little leaf's coming in quite well. Love the autumnal colours in this. And there's not actually many colours in it. There's only 51 colours in the piece. So
You've run out of things to say.
I have run out of comments. So I'm just busy stitching away.
Is there anything else you want to say?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Anything you want to say?
Nothing springs to mind.
Or we just have a quiet time for whatever's left of this video then, which is 25 minutes or so.
Yeah.
See how much of this leaf I can get filled in.
Leaf?
Mm.
Ooh, I can't see which piece you're doing.
Evelina.
Oh.
I'd love another brew.
Yeah, give me a minute.
Keep me going. Thank you, my love. Come on. There we go. Thank you, my love. He's a good egg keeping me going with drinks. Start to hear the school kids coming round in a minute. Little school round the corner. Come on. Nearly there. Quite well in this session this morning. Even though it's a bit of confetti. Okay. You all right, dear?
Yeah.
Did I hear some tears from next door before I came down this
Yeah, you
morning?
did, yeah. And yeah, it was only a little...
A short burst?
Yeah, nothing much more than that.
I thought I did.
Yeah. Even so very early in the morning, that. How much longer you got, darling?
10 more minutes. Hopefully should be enough to fill in the rest of this leaf. It's always nice when you see something completed. It almost feels like a little finish in itself.
That's right, you do. Someone outside now.
Yes, kiddos arriving from the school. Lauren's not in college today, resits for some of the people, and Lauren's not involved in that.
That's good.
Yeah, it just means that she gets to spend an extra day at home.
And annoy the absolute bejesus out of us.
So spend the day watching rubbish telly.
That is her. That's her raison d'etre.
She will emerge shortly like some kind of swamp thing. Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Oh, how dare you be so disparaging?
I'm not being disparaging. I'm talking about the manner in which she moves in the morning, you know. She has no energy and whatnot.
I can't fault it though. Getting up. If Laura needs to be up for something, you've never got any problem.
No, she's always up. You have to give her that. She never was once late for school. Yeah, she did well. Middle child didn't like getting up. Eldest child, Hannah, likes her morning and her nighttime routine. But Hannah's always been routine orientated.
That comes with being autistic.
Okay. So we're about done with this leaf, which is good. Got what I wanted to do done. Last stitch of it. So yeah, very pleased with what I've got done on this so far today. I will be at 400 stitches done because I've done 40. No, sorry, 300 stitches done. I've done 40 and I am, by the time I've done these next couple of stitches, I will be at 340. So I am going to start letting you know my usual reminders. 3 videos coming up on the screen in a moment. If you've not seen those, please do go take a few minutes to have a look. I release my Flosstube on Tuesday, Stitch with Me Thursdays and Saturdays, and live stream 7:30 p.m. UK time, Sundays and Wednesdays. On my Wednesday stream, I'll always work on my Focus for a Finish, which is currently Unicorn by Geckorouge, and on a Wednesday that is, and on a Sunday I work on whatever my Sunday stitch is, unless I've had a new start. But until I get 2 more finishes, there are no more new starts at the moment. So yeah, very happy that leaf is fully in. Just these few stitches at the top to just fill in those blocks, and that will be done. So yeah, I'm just looking at what I stitched in is looking so far. So thank you guys very much indeed for watching. Do take care. Happy stitching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.